Who do you think would win? Luffy vs Gon or Goku vs Eren? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going over some amazing what-if scenarios. So which scenario will be taking a look at first? Which one should come next? If you have an idea for a future episode, please comment it down below. Like and subscribe if you are new, and let's get right into the action. First up, Luffy enters the world of Hunter x Hunter. When Luffy was on his way to become the Pirate King, he washed up on a beach in the world of Hunter x Hunter after being caught in a storm. He was soon discovered by a young girl named Nene, who told him that she knew someone who could help him. She brought him to her friend, a kind old man named Toru. Without knowing it, Luffy had just stumbled into the house of Biscuit Kruger, a famous and powerful cookie-loving teacher from Whale Appley. Biscuit quickly saw the potential in the rubber human and offered to take him on as a student. Luffy gladly accepted and began training with her immediately. The two sparred, and Biscuit was shocked at how strong Luffy was, despite his lack of training and discipline. However, even with all of her experience and knowledge, she couldn't teach Luffy everything because of his unique devil fruit powers. But she did her best to make sure he was ready for whatever challenges came his way. With Biscuit's guidance, Luffy became stronger than ever before. He learned how to control his devil fruit abilities more effectively and how to use Nen for the first time. This was a major turning point for Luffy since he finally had access to Nen. Now he could use techniques like Gomu Gomu no Mi, Gigant Pistol, or Gomu Gomu no Rocket Punch to devastating effect, all powered by his incredible Nen abilities. It wasn't long before word got out about this strange rubber user who was causing quite a stir in the Hunter Association. Other students and teachers alike came to watch him train and see what all the hype was about. Among them was Hisoka, a magician hunter known for his love of gambling and penchant for finding worthy opponents. Hisoka had been searching for someone strong enough to challenge him for a while now, and when he heard rumors of a rubber-wielding prodigy, he just had to check it out. As soon as he laid eyes on Luffy, Hisoka knew they were about to become rivals. The two exchanged glances that spoke volumes without saying a word. They both knew there would come a day when their paths would cross again in battle. For now, though, Hisoka decided not to interfere with Luffy's training, and instead waited patiently in the shadows for the time being. Meanwhile, as Luffy continued to hone his skills under Biscuit's watchful eye, he made several close friends along the way. One day, during a sparring session, Luffy accidentally broke through one of the walls of the training facility, and everyone stopped to stare at the hole in shock. Before anyone could say anything, however, Gon appeared next to Luffy with a big smile on his face. He explained that he had been looking for someone to fight and was excited when he heard there might be someone strong enough to match his power level. Luffy felt the same way, and the two quickly became fast friends after agreeing to meet up for a real fight another day. In the meantime, they continued honing their skills together until one day when Hisoka finally decided it was time to challenge them both. The three stood in a circle, facing each other with anticipation. Everyone wanted to know who would win this battle between three powerful Nen users. It was clear from the start that Hisoka was holding back so as not to hurt either of them. He knew that they were still learning and growing as fighters, so he took it easy on them. Despite this, though, Luffy and Gon pushed themselves to the limit, trying to land a single hit on him. But no matter what they did, Hisoka seemed one step ahead of them, always countering their attacks effortlessly. Although frustrated at first, Luffy soon realized that this was an opportunity for him to learn something new, so he let go of his anger and focused on having fun instead. Gon too calmed down and began taking notes on Hisoka's fighting style so he could try to copy it later. The three battled back and forth for hours until finally Hisoka called it quits and walked away. He had seen enough from them and decided it was time to let them rest. As the sun began setting over Whale Apple, Luffy and Gon collapsed onto the ground, exhausted, but satisfied with themselves. They had learned so much from this experience and were eager to put it all into practice against real opponents. Little did they know, though, that their greatest challenges were just beginning. So who do you think would win? Let us know your thoughts. Next up, Goku enters the world of Attack on Titan. Long ago, the world was a peaceful place where humans and Titans lived side by side. But then suddenly, the Titans attacked and nearly wiped out the entire human race. Now, all that remains is a small group of survivors who live inside the walls of a city called Shiganshina. To protect themselves from the Titans, the humans created a special force known as the Survey Corps, whose job it is to explore beyond the walls and fight off any Titans that come their way. One day, a massive Titan known as the Colossal Titan suddenly appeared in the distance, causing panic among the townspeople. The Survey Corps quickly assembled their best soldiers to stop it. Among them was Levi, an elite member of the Corps known for his incredible strength and skill in combat. He was joined by his comrades, including Erwin, the commander of the Survey Corps, and Hang, a scientist and expert on all things Titan. As they approached the Colossal Titan, Levi noticed something strange. In the middle of its chest, there was a small opening that seemed to be glowing with an otherworldly light. Suddenly, the Colossal Titan let out a deafening roar and slammed its fist into the ground, sending shockwaves that knocked Levi and his comrades off their feet. As they struggled to get back up, Levi saw the opening on the Titan's chest start to grow larger, and out of it stepped Goku, a Saiyan warrior from another planet who had somehow ended up inside the world of Attack on Titan. Goku looked around in amazement at the towering Titan he had just emerged from and couldn't help but feel excited for the challenge ahead of him. He had never fought a Titan before, but he knew he was up for it. As soon as Goku stepped out of the portal, he immediately sensed the danger that lurked nearby. With his keen instincts, he knew that he was in enemy territory and that the Titans were powerful creatures that shouldn't be underestimated. Despite this, though, Goku wasn't afraid. He had faced many dangerous opponents in his own universe, and he knew how to handle himself in a fight. In fact, he was eager to test his strength against these new foes and see what they had to offer. As the other Survey Corps members regrouped and prepared to take on the Titans, they couldn't believe what they were seeing before them. A small, seemingly ordinary human standing toe-to-toe with a giant monster that could easily crush him with its bare hands. They all stared in disbelief as Goku effortlessly dodged the Titan's attacks and landed blow after blow on its face. To make matters worse, it seemed like Goku was getting stronger with every punch and kick he threw. The Titans were stunned by this unexpected turn of events. They had never encountered a human who could fight back against them, let alone one who could hold his own and actually land hits on them. They roared in frustration as they tried again and again to strike Goku down, but he was simply too fast and too powerful for them to handle. With each passing moment, more and more Titans gathered around Goku, drawn in by his incredible strength and determined to take him down. But no matter how many Titans stood against him, Goku remained unfazed. He continued to fight with all his might, taking down every Titan that dared to challenge him and protecting the humans who watched in awe at his bravery and power. As the battle raged on, the Survey Corps members couldn't help but feel a sense of hope rekindled within them. They had seen firsthand the strength and determination of this mysterious stranger who had come from another world to help them fight the Titans. Maybe, just maybe, they weren't doomed after all. So who do you think would win? Let us know your thoughts. And if you want to see more What If videos, please let us know by leaving a comment down below.